Hello and welcome to day 15 of Yoga for Dad. Yoga for Dad is for my dad, in memory of my dad, to give awareness to drug addiction and mental health awareness in our country. If you would like to follow in this journey, this 365 days of yoga journey, please subscribe and like. So we're going to get started with a Vinyasa Flow. It's going to be a 15-minute Vinyasa Flow. We can start by closing our eyes in a seated position. If you like, you can cradle your right hand and your left with your thumbs gently touching, rolling your shoulders back, feeling your sits bones on your mat, elongating your spine, dipping your chin, maybe settling your tongue at the roof of your mouth. Start to focus on your breath. Your inhales and your exhales. Allowing your inhales and your exhales to be equal duration. Maybe to yourself, counting your inhales, the count of 3, and then your exhales at the count of 3. Allowing your breath to be your focal point. Feeling your breath expand your abdomen, your lower back, your chest. Rolling your shoulders back. We're going to breathe in. Hands are going to come overhead. Breathing in. Maybe your gaze follows your hands. Bring your palms together and then into heart center. Breathing out. Again, let's breathe in. Hands are going to come overhead. Breathing out. Hands are going to come to heart center. Last time. Breathing in. Hands are going to come overhead. Breathing out, hands are going to come to heart center. We're going to come into a tabletop position. Let's check into your tabletop. Let's check into that your wrists are aligned with your shoulders and your hips are aligned with your knees. And let's just do a couple cat-cow here. So breathing in, dipping your belly button, gaze comes up. Breathing out, rounding your back, belly button comes to your spine. Again, breathing in, dipping your belly button, breathing out. One more time, breathing in, and then breathing out. We're going to bring our left knee towards the long edge of your mat, and then your foot is going to go towards the back. Your right foot is going to come out, and then you're going to bring your right arm overhead in a supported side angle. Breathing in. And then breathing out, we're going to come up into a T, and then we're going to lunge over to the other side. And then coming back to that side angle. And we're going to connect this with breaths. So we're just going to continue to do this, breathing in and then breathing out. One more time, breathing in and then breathing out. we're going to come back to center. Arms are in a T. And then we're just going to hover just really quickly, and then bring your hands to the mat, and then we're going to come to center, and then we're going to come up, and then let's bring our hands. So our hands are going to kind of look like this, to the back, to our lower back. We're going to do like a little bit of a baby back bend here. Still warming up. And then we're going to go on to the other side. So your left, your left leg is going to shoot out to the side. And then let's bring our right hand to the mat, and then bring your left hand over. And your gaze might be up towards the sky. Really feeling the space that you're creating in your left side body, feeling the connection from your fingertips to your toes. And then coming back up, reaching over to the other side. And then we're going to connect our breath here. Breathing in and releasing out. One more time, breathing in and releasing out. We're going to come back to center, and then we're going to hover here, bringing our hands to the mat, bringing our knees back to hip width apart, coming up, bringing our hands to our lower back, and then opening up our chest to the sky in a little baby back bend. And releasing. And then we're going to come up to our first downward facing dog. Pedaling out. Pushing your hands into the mat. Breathing in length. Breathing out release. Let's walk our feet to our hands in a forward fold, maybe grabbing opposite elbows. Releasing your neck, bending your knees, allowing your belly to rest on your thighs. And then rolling all the way up, hands are going to come overhead, and then hands are going to come to heart center. One more time, breathing in, hands are going to come overhead, and then hands are going to come to heart center. Let's breathe in again. Hands are going to come overhead. We're going to interlace our fingers, pop them up to the sky, and let's reach over to the right. Hip goes to the left. And let's reach over to the left. Push your hip out to the right. And then come back to center. And then here, let's just push our hands up to the sky. Gaze follows, and maybe give yourself a little baby back bend here again. And then hands are going to come to heart center. And then hands are going to come by your side in Tadasana. Mountain pose, rolling your shoulders back. Breathing in, hands are going to come overhead. Breathing out, forward fold. Halfway lift, so your hands can come to your shin. Flat back. Forward fold. Bring your hands to the mat firmly. Your right foot goes back, your left foot goes back into a plank. Feel free to bring your knees down if that feels more comfortable in that plank. We're going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming up into Cobra, and then up into Down Dog. Taking a couple breaths here, and then bringing your right leg up bending your knee. Really opening up those hips. And then swinging your knee to your nose, rounding your back, and then shoot your leg up to the sky. And then knee to nose again, rounding your back and shoot your leg up to the sky. And then swing your foot in between your hands, releasing your left knee down to the mat. And then when you're ready, bring your arms up overhead. Maybe gaze follows. And then hands come to the mat. Swing your right foot all the way up to the sky and then lower it down. Bring your left foot up, bending your knee. Opening up that hip. And then knee to nose, rounding your back, kick it up. Knee to nose, rounding your back, kick it up. Bring your foot in between your hands, lower your right knee. And when you're ready, bring your arms overhead. Breathing in, releasing out. Framing your foot, you're going to kick your left foot back up to the sky and then lower it down to the mat. Pushing your hands in the mat. You're going to bend your knees, look towards your hands, and either walk or hop your feet into a forward fold. Halfway lift, forward fold, and then bend your knees, coming all the way up to standing. Hands are going to come overhead into heart center. And again, hands are going to come overhead. We're going to come into a forward fold. Halfway lift, forward fold. Plant your hands and either step or hop into a plank. You can go halfway or all the way down. If you go halfway, you're going to come up and then in to a downward facing dog. Bring your right leg up and then swing it through into a high lunge. Arms are going to come up and then plant your hands, framing your foot. Swing your right leg up to the sky. Bring your foot down. Swing your left leg up to the sky. Swing it through in between your hands, coming up into a high lunge. Framing your foot. Swing your left leg up to the sky. Bring it down. Pushing your hands into the mat. Bending your knees, looking forward, and either step or hop into your forward fold. Halfway lift, forward fold, bending your knees and rolling all the way up to standing. Hands are going to come overhead into heart center. Again, breathing in overhead into heart center. And we'll just go through one more flow. And we'll meet in child's pose. So breathing in, hands are going to come overhead. Breathing out, forward fold. Breathing in, halfway lift. Forward fold. Plant your hands. Step or hop into your plank. Into your cobra or your up dog. Forward fold. Not forward fold, downward dog. And then lower your knees down to the mat, bringing your big toes together, opening up your knees, and then releasing your bottom down by your feet, releasing your head into your child's pose. And we'll come into one last twist. So bringing your right arm up, you're going to bring it under your left, releasing your shoulder down to the mat, then your head, and walking your hand up to the direction of the front of your mat. Breathing in, releasing out. And bringing your right arm up to the sky, releasing. Bringing your left arm up to the sky, bringing it under. Releasing your shoulder and then your head. Allowing your right arm to walk up to the front of your mat, towards the front of your mat. And then we're going to come up and we're going to find a seated position. Coming back to our breath, hands to heart center. Just focusing on your breath. And maybe you dedicate the merit of your practice today to someone or a group of people that might need it. Think about them. And then send that energy out. Bringing our thumbs touching our chest. May we have kind intentions. Thumbs touching our lips. May we have kind speech. To our forehead, may we have kind thoughts. My gratitude is being sent out to you today for joining me. The light within me honors the light within you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. Please subscribe and like, and I will see you tomorrow with another yoga talk.